What's up, folks? I'm gonna wait for a few of y'all to join before I start running my mouth. Let's see who jump up in these chats real quick. Let's see. I love to look crazy. I need more of that. Where is it? Give me some more of that. What's up, Flexify? Yerp. Oh, you must be from Philly. You from Philly, Flexify? That's one of our joint. Yerp. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Yerp. What you know about that? Marcus Calloway, what up, though? Trey Craig, what up, though? Who that? Billy Woo. I ain't seen you in a minute, Bill. What's up with you, man? How you been? Seriously, how you been? One of my day ones. Are you from Cali? Y'all be saying, what are we saying in Cali? I go to Cali a lot. They'll say hella. Hella is your word in Cali, well, at least in Oakland. Hella. That shit is hella good, son. What up, Pat? It's gonna be a mukbang a little bit too, cause I gotta eat. I ain't all day, so y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm about to fuck up some Cheesecake Factory while we talk. But yeah, y'all gotta let me do a roll to barrel. Why y'all let me do that last night? For those of you who was on there, man, I was too gone to be doing a live stream, and I was just going in. Like, that was not a cowboy live stream. It was like talking after dark for adult, man. We was getting crazy, so I took that down. That was too much. That's too much. That's too much. But anyway, what up with y'all? Let me see. What's good, my guy? What's up, Jeff? Jazzy Jeff? No one better. What up, Chris? You back again? Dak got more yards than Wilson. Yeah. Dak will get more yards than Wilson next week too. We always play the Seattle Seahawks pretty well. I think because we have Dak as a scout quarterback in practice, we can see him all day. We're good against mobile quarterbacks. They don't really kill us. Yep. Trey, I was more than turned up last night. It wasn't even right. What's good, Jimmy? Joe Thomas did always have a sack, man. I think Joe Thomas, I just said, I was on Mark Holmes's page just now. I was on a live feed with him. And I was just saying that I think that Joe Thomas is one of our better linebackers, man. I like Joe Thomas. Yo. What's up, Loving Aries? That's my homie right there. She my fellow Dez homie. I'm releasing for those of you who watched me during the off season. You remember Dez Bryant's farewell? Y'all remember that? I'm gonna get to your question right now in a second, Jazzy. That Dez Bryant video, I'm about to re-release it tonight during the season, just to let people who haven't been following me see it, because it's kind of buried back there in all my videos. But anyway, the negatives from last night, I would say tackling. The fact that we fly to the ball is good, and we were playing Saquon, who is pretty difficult to bring down for anybody. I don't think anybody in the league is gonna have an easy time breaking him down. Did I see your last message, Pat? Guy eats greens. Let me see where you at, Pat. Let me look at your last message. Yep, that was true. I didn't give it out though. I put the phone up. I told Mark about it, but I put the phone up, and apparently you guys saw the number. But I put the phone up. I thought it was all white. I didn't think you guys could see the number. And someone said we didn't see it. It was only a white screen. And then somebody must have. What's up? It's cool. My fiance. But yeah, apparently somebody must have called him or must have screenshotted the number. But I'm not that type of dude. I know that. So he know that too. Like, he knows me. So I ain't worried about what people saying. I don't give a shit. What's up? Can we go 2-2 if Sean Lee goes down? Yes, we can. Why? Because we have depth at the linebacker position. His face was priceless, man. Eli looked like he was in a sunken place. Shout out to my man Lemuel, who did that thumbnail for me. I like that thumbnail, so I had to take it from me. What's up, Harry? Harry, you left me early, man. Harry, man, I expect you, man. You supposed to be like, here tutoring me and showing me the way, man. I'm out here. I was out here zooted. When y'all seen that I was going like that, y'all supposed to coach me off of the air. Y'all let me stay on till like 2:30 in the morning talking shit, man. Let's see. Love the confidence. That confidence. Whose confidence, Justin? I guess you're talking about Dez, maybe. What up, Lim? Yeah, it was mad reckless about me on there, Pat. That was probably, I could tell you their names. Dana Jet, and so on. There's a few people. They probably was killing me on there. And I mean, I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, look, if somebody put my number out, I'm pretty sure some of my folks, and I ain't even talking about people who follow me on YouTube, would be pretty pissed off about that. So me doing that, that's not in my character to do, because I know people got, fuck YouTube. This is bullshit when it comes to that. Like, people got families and kids and all types of stuff. So I told them this morning, for those of you who know what happened, like, I'm not going to repeat it again because I don't want to shed light on it. I don't want people trying to find it either. But I told them this morning when I talked to them, like, yo, damn well, if I did something like that, it wasn't like no malice in it. It was just me being bird brain because I wasn't in the right frame of mind. But he knows that. That's why I jumped on with him tonight. I told him, like, look, ain't no smoke when it comes to that. But let's talk about the Cowboys, man. I'm done with that. What up, Buttered Toast? That's my man's too, man. What's up with you? Yeah, Dak is leaving meat on the bone, but we kind of talked about that last night, and I just talked about it with Mark. I like to see Dak, I think, hitting on some of those plays on the outside more, but I'm glad that he at least tried to hit those guys outside. If he doesn't try that, if he doesn't make those attempts, I don't think the game even looks anywhere near the way it looked last night. And last night wasn't like he shot him down or, it was a shootout. He wasn't killing him. It's just the fact that, I need my glasses, man, Pat. But at least I saw that, though. I ain't squinched to see that. You see that? I'm getting better, slightly. I must have had LASIK day surgery, and I'm not smoking today. You see my eyes ain't red. But anyway, I'm going to stop eating this so I can talk to y'all.
I'm listening.
Shut up, Siri. All right. Now, put my top back on my Cheesecake Factory. Eat my miso salmon later. And we gonna talk. All right. All right. Let's get it. Cheeto's not our number one quarter. I still think that's Byron. I think Cheeto's our number one ball hawk. I think he has better ball skills probably than Byron. Byron has better cover skills. Like, if I'm going to shut down a man and I don't want him to touch the ball, I want Byron on him. If I want, if I know a guy might get 50 yards on me, 60 yards on me, but I want the opportunities because they're like Antonio Brown type guys or something like that, where they're going to get a lot of balls thrown their way. I like Cheeto. Why? Because if you throw 20 balls a game at Cheeto, he's going to pick something. Whereas if I want to limit your catches, I'm gonna put Byron on you because Byron's just going to deny you the ball. It's just different types of They're different style defenders. Byron's just not that. He hasn't shown that he's that good when the ball is in the air. He's just better at shutting guys down. Which DB guarded Odell the most? We don't know yet, Lem. We'll find out tomorrow at noon when the coach's film gets released. So I don't want to start saying shit and sounding like, I'm guessing, because that's exactly what we would be doing right now, because you can't really see each play where exactly what they're covering, whether in zone or they're in man or what. You don't know what they're doing yet. So tomorrow at noon, I'll know, and that breakdown will be done. Broncos country. Okay, we got Broncos fans in the house. I mean, we're bipartisan on this page, so ain't no hate. Welcome. It was Cheeto on Odell, not the whole night, because I actually saw a couple plays where Byron was on Odell. So that's why I said I don't want to just guess shoulder bias. You might be right on a few plays, but I think Bryce Butler can stretch the field a bit more. Bryce Butler, he is who he is. He's not, we know he's not a world beater, but he's not a bum either. So I think the addition of Bryce Butler is a good addition because of he and Dak's chemistry. Hey man, what if Dak goes to tight end? What do you mean? If he throws to the tight end, or you mean he actually plays tight end? Plays tight end. I don't think that's gonna happen. Where's the love for Taco? 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery. There's a lot of love for Taco. I just was talking about him on Mark's channel, actually. I think Taco's starting to come into his own. I think he's starting to play like we thought he could play. And I think competition kind of brought that out of him. So him actually having guys behind him who push him for that starting role, like Randy Gregory and so on, I think make it so that it's a lot easier for him to sort of come out of himself and be who he can be. All right, Pat. Much love, man. Peace. TF Vach. What are we talking about, Vach? What happened to Vach? Trying to scout our next opponent. Yeah, I definitely am going to scout the Seattle Seahawks in a minute. The game's on now, so a lot of people are watching that game. I wasn't watching it because I was on a live. Just wondering if your assessment of Jalen Smith last night. I saw some good, but also saw some bad last night. Still looks like he's struggling with change direction. I haven't seen a lot of struggle with Jalen's explosiveness or change or agility. There might be some there, of course. It might be some hesitation there, but for the most part, if you told me that this was the Jalen that we were going to have for the rest of his career, I wouldn't be mad about it. Whatever element you think you see, or whatever element you actually see, Jalen Smith is moving better than Brady James. He's moving better than a lot of linebackers in this league with a bum leg. So that says a lot. So yeah, I don't have a problem. Emrit, what's up, man? Jalen's balling out. That hit on Eli was mean. Yeah, that hit on Eli was definitely crazy. Why do people keep saying they were impressed by LV? I mean, he's playing, but I didn't see him he wasn't like making plays. He was tackling. But I'm not hating on him, but he just didn't do anything that made me say, maybe I got to watch the film again. I don't know. But he hasn't done anything that made me say, yo, what's he doing? Who's a fake Vach? Nope, there's only one Vach Lombardi. Where's the fake Vach? I don't see him. Are you guys talking about me? I don't know. I'm not the fake Vach. Seattle has no O-line. Yep. What do you mean exactly? Oh, LVE. Oh, the Vach on here is fake. I didn't see him. I didn't see the Vach on here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's Vach Lombardi. Yeah, what's up, bro? Oh, it's really on. He said you the fake Vach. I didn't even see you on here, man. What's good with you, Brody? Shout out to Vach Lombardi. If I knew how to do a conference live stream, I'll bring you on here so we can talk, because I definitely want to know what you think too, man. If you want to shut down and we jump back on, I'll send you my my stream info, and we could do that right now. Just let me know if you want to do that. But I know it's late where you at too, so you let me know. But yeah, no, Vach and me and Vach cool, man. That's not a fake one. He not fake, Chris. That's the real Vach, bro. He's not fake. He can say, hey, he the fake, bro. No, that's my man. He good folks. Mobile QBs always kill us. No, they don't. You guys remember that we played Seattle last year, and he didn't do much at all. So I don't think Russell Wilson's gonna come in here and kill us. We play mobile quarterback. We just played Cam Newton last week. What did he kill us? He didn't kill us at all. He put up 170 yards just like that did. So I think we play mobile quarterbacks pretty well because we have a mobile quarterback. So we're used to seeing their tendencies and some of the things that they do. We're used to having the container guy. What's the goodie, AKOYE? What's up, Andrew? I'm living good, man. I'm living my best life. I'm on here talking to the Cowboy Nation. This is what I enjoy doing, man. People keep saying that's not the real Vach. Damn, Vach got to call me. Let me call Vach. Let me see. Maybe it's not the real Vach. We're gonna find out right now, though. I ain't gonna put this dude number up there because I ain't fucked up that. That was bad, man. That was real bad. I apologize wholeheartedly for that. Like as a man to man, that was bad. Let's see. Our defense always looks good without David Irving. Yeah, you guys might be right. That might be the fake Vach because he's not answering his phone. Oh, well, we're gonna find out. He'll call me back if that's him. But anyway, let's get on to some convos here. All right. Look at his description. Boom, 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 boom. No, I don't think that's the fake Vach, y'all. I think Janique was right. But anyway, he'll jump on if he wants to. Doesn't matter. Who's EDP? Father Time, I don't think he's catching up with Tyron. I think Tyron is just a little injured, and he's trying to make sure he gets through the entire season. Janico, I'm sipping on this Merlot right here. Gotta drink that Merlot. Tonight's the wine because last night that tequila had me telling too much truth. Yeah, Wood should be back next week. He was practicing this week, so he should be back this upcoming game. And it's a good game for him to come back because people still are talking about Earl Thomas playing. And that's the person I'm most scared for if Earl Thomas actually does play is the fact that, Woods has been playing pretty well. And if he gets pushed out or edged out as far as playing time, because a guy like Earl Thomas is here, I think it'll stunt his development. So I think that's the biggest reason I don't want Earl Thomas here because I don't want Earl Thomas on the bench. But the only way that these guys are going to get any good is if Earl Thomas is not a mainstay on the field. And I don't see him coming off the field if he plays here. So that means they're going to be trying to rotate 3 safeties into one position. And I don't think that's a logjam. It's not much going to be done there. Snake Lee looking old. Nah, he looking like himself. I think the whole team isn't tackling well. It's not just Lee. EDP, he's so funny. I don't know him. Earl gonna go up and jump in our locker room and jump on the plane with us this time. Yeah, he probably will. He probably come right in the locker room with us and beg that we just trade and get his ass out of there. That's what he wants. Let me go up and see some of y'all questions. Ask some real questions tonight too. Y'all was like kind of like coaching me on to some fuckery last night. Like ask some real questions and let's talk, man. I want to talk some football right now. I was gonna just go to bed after the Mark Holmes video, but I got energy. I don't really feel like watching half of a game. So I said, let me jump on here and talk to you guys. Let's see. Let's maintain. What we saw, or what I see, in Eli and their offense, I saw a team that really just didn't have much cohesion. They look like they just started playing together and they don't really know what to do. So I don't. Do I think that we're the 6 sack team that we were last night? No. Do I think we're a no sack team that we were 2 years ago? No. I think we're somewhere in the middle. Every night's not going to be like last night, but I think that we have enough talent both in the front four and or the a whole front seven where anybody can get to you. When you have guys that are known for their coverage ability, like a Joe Thomas, who has shown that he can even blitz. Lee can blitz. They're both slippery guys. No pun intended, Lee. I wasn't trying to call you a snake. But they're both slippery guys, him and Joe Thomas. And then you have a guy that's a powerhouse and can slide too, like Smith and Van Der Esch. The sky's the limit for where we can go as far as sacks and getting into the backfield. I do hope that we continue to do that because beating up a quarterback is the easiest way to win the game. It is. Can't wait till Urban comes back either, man. When Urban comes back, having a guy like him up the middle who can 3-tech the way he does and is just as disruptive as he was, it's just, that's motivating. Janiqua, I was watching a little bit of the game. And you say, do I think their O-line is worse than ours? Of course, because when you say worse, that means our O-line is bad. I don't think our O-line is bad. I think our O-line is fine. Bench counter, nope. I don't think you bench counter. That would be a dumb idea. Because if Connor's going to be what he's supposed to be, Connor has to, get some experience. You don't get experience on the bench. Number 2, Connor just needs to gain a little weight and learn how to anchor down. Like he's more of a finesse athlete than he is a thumper or mauler right now. He's not Will Hernandez. But we look at and we want a guy that's like Will Hernandez or like Zach Martin. But we want him right now. He's not Zach Martin. He's Connor Williams. Connor Williams has a different skill set. And when we run to the right, you guys will see what that skill set is because he has wheels. He can get out there. He's explosive with his legs. So I think if we run to the right and when we run to the right, just like last time we ran to the right pretty well, we ran on the edge as well, period, because of the fact that we weren't running right into Snacks Harris. But when we run on those edges and we have Connor Williams pulling and put him out in space, you'll see what they saw in Connor Williams. Who's mediocre? Dak is garbage? No, I don't think Dak is garbage either. I think Dak is, I think Dak is a game manager who's doing what a 4th-round game manager quarterback should be doing, which is managing games and not fucking shit up for us. If he plays like he played last night and allows our defense to just close it out, doesn't turn the ball over, we can win with that. We can't win with jittery Panthers Dak. We can't win with that. That won't get anybody anywhere. So let's just see what he does for the rest of the season. Again, none of my breakdowns are meant to be, glaring indictments of permanence. It's like, hey, you always gonna be like this. Nah, he can definitely develop if he chooses to. But let's just see if he chooses to do that. But I think he stepped up big time last night. How do I feel about Jeff Heath? Boss Barnes gave up that late TD. He also made a play on the ball that could have ended the game. Yeah, he could have got an interception that would have, basically erased that TD. It would have made it so it didn't happen. But I don't have a problem with Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath is one of my favorite players on this team. And let me tell you why. Players that play the way Dez plays, the way Sean Lee plays, the way Jeff Heath plays, those are the players that I admire and that I like. Meaning players that put their heart on the line for the star, actually ball out and actually go out there and try to kill shit. That's what I like. I don't want a guy on my team that's not doing that. So for me, I like Jeff Heath. Yeah, Connor's going to bulk up because he's already a beast in the gym. Like, Connor's not a joke. Connor will definitely look better next year. And I actually trust the real Vach's word when it comes to linemen. And he's high on Connor Williams as well. So I think Connor will definitely turn into something. You said Dak look. I mean, if you compare Dak to Mahomes, it's not fair. Like Dak is Dak Prescott, Mahomes is Mahomes, and also Mahomes had the benefit of an Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a great QB development coach. He's just good at that. He developed McNabb. He took Vic and had Vic looking like Vic could really pass out there. Like he knows how to develop a quarterback, and he knows how to call plays that makes them look stronger than they are because he plays to their strengths until you take that away. And then he has a counter already kind of put in place for that too. So I don't think you compare Dak to Mahomes. I think you just compare Dak to Dak because the system that Dak plays in is a limited one due to himself, his skill set, and the coaching staff. Al Fitzpatrick breaking out. Fitzpatrick has been a good quarterback. I don't think he's been in situations where he's always had the best opportunity presented to him. But I think now he has a team that people didn't expect to be as good in the talent position as they are, and he has a team around him now that's actually able, to ball. So he's balling. He looks the part. So I don't have a problem with Fitz. I think Fitzpatrick's a G. Epic pick. Hey, Rue Glock, what's up with you, man? Yeah, that thumbnail, you gotta thank my man Lim for that, man. He made that. I had to take it. He sent it to me, and I said, man, I can't pass up on that one. I love it. So I think I might use that thumbnail twice. You never know, because I'm doing I'm re-releasing. For those of you who haven't seen it, I don't know if you guys have, but I did a farewell video for Dez Bryant. I'm putting that out again tonight. Why? Because I don't think a lot of people saw it due to the fact that I released it in the off season in April and nobody was watching football. So I'm gonna put it out again just to let people see it because that's one of my favorite videos. That's when I was still doing movie clips before I was monetized. When you do videos before you're monetized, you kind of don't give a shit about copyrights. So you get in trouble, you don't care. I got in trouble like crazy for that video, but didn't care. And it's one of my favorite videos, so I'm gonna put that out again. Our offense is still has me concerned. Dak's only put up 160. Yeah, the offense is still not looking like it's gelling. Not yet. We did score 20, but yeah, we have to do a little bit more in order to be able to sustain these games and keep winning. If we want to win, we're gonna have to put up more than 20 points moving forward. Let's see what else we got. No, ain't no excuses, man. I don't have none. Ain't no excuses towards Dak. I don't have excuses for Dak. I made a video called "No Excuses," and I really don't have excuses for these coaches either. But I'm not going to attack something that's not needed, like that's not real. I'm not just going to make shit up just because we don't like someone. Like I don't like Jason Garrett as my head coach, but am I going to manufacture some shit to get him fired? Nah, not gonna do that either. But so it's just all's fair, I guess. But that's just not my style. So if it was something to criticize in the first two games and the coaching staff, it would be, more so not the games that we saw, but more so what we didn't see in the development of Dak. So seeing that Dak still has some of his struggles, that's an indictment, a glaring indictment within itself for both Kellen Moore, Linehan, and Jason Garrett. So I don't think we need to criticize him any more than that. People already know we're not lighting it up. They know they're not lighting it up. I don't need to kind of say, hey, they're not lighting it up. We know that. My focus is what are they going to do about it, and how are they going to use Dak to make him effective? So that's what my focus is shifted to, how Dak can be effective, because we already know what he can't do and what he hasn't been able to do. Him coming out with that 64-yard bomb, the reason I liked it is because you have to take shots in order for the defenses to step back and get up off you. If you don't do it, it's not, you're not going to have success here. And it also showed me that if he does settle his feet, he at least can muster up enough throwing power to get the ball out there if he needs to. So that shows that even more so, his footwork was shitty because if he sets his feet, he can throw. He threw pretty good. 40 yards up the field isn't bad. And he did that 3 times yesterday. One connected, The other two missed, and that was more so on the receivers, Thompson and Gallup, for not giving them a lot of space on the outside to throw that ball. Peace you out, my Cowboy family. What's good? Go Cowboys. Do your thing. Do your thing. I appreciate y'all stepping on. Let's see. All we need from Dak is 200 yards. I mean, all we need from Dak is whatever is required to win a game. If it's 100 yards and 100 yards rushing, so be it. That's what we need from Dak. If people say more read option, we did some read option last night. Excuse me. I guess we're going to be cutting this short in like 30 minutes because I'm really tired today. But we did some RPO last night, and it was effective. I don't think that the Giants planned on us running yesterday, and that's because they knew Dak's ankle was hurt. He was on the injury list. So I think that they didn't anticipate that. They're easing Zeke into the season, and I think Zeke's a little big right now. So I think that's part of the reason that we're not running him over and over again. And he's not busting some of the plays that he usually does. That's part of it. The other half of that would be it's early in the year, and we're having some success taking the air out of the ball. We played two back to back. It was two running teams. Eli really was checking down a lot, so those were a lot of plays that kept the clock moving, and then we kept the clock moving. So when you only have 50 plays in your snap count, don't expect 30 runs from a running back to be in there. It's not going to be that often that you get that type of ratio. So I didn't expect us to run Zeke 25 times. I didn't see it happening. Not even he's not in mid-season form. Why you guys keep coming at Looney? Looney actually is playing okay. Looney's playing okay. I think he's playing I think he's doing great with the fact that Travis isn't in there. I haven't seen him whiff on many or anything. Poor Wilson, this is awful. I'm not watching the game, man. I'm about to get off here and watch the game a little later, probably like 30 minutes. If it's not over by then, it probably will be over by then. Let's see. Okay, so what y'all want to know, man? What y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here? I got 30 minutes left, so let's talk. Damian Wilson was balling last night. I'm a bit of a hater when it comes to that because I'm like, man, I want Joe Thomas to start and Damian Wilson is starting, but I guess he's showing me why. Sort of like I felt about Anthony Brown. I'm like, hey, I want Jordan Lewis to start, and then Anthony Brown started playing at the start of the season, and Chris Richard actually has him playing sound football from the slot. So I'm like, guess I can't argue about Jordan Lewis because if you can do the job and you look good, I'm not mad at you. Joe Thomas was killing. Joe Thomas is a beast. I just don't know. I think Jordan Lewis is a beast too. But that shows you, right? If you have a team that can play as good as our defense is playing, when you believe, and I know some of you believe that Jordan Lewis is one of our better corners, at least top two, right? People believe that. So if you believe that we have that type of talent just sitting on the bench not playing, right? Then you have Joe Thomas, who I think is our top three linebacker on this team. He's like Sean Lee, just a little more explosive, right? Sitting on the bench, rotating in here and there. That says something. That tells you how much depth we have. Any chance we draft a QB in the second round next draft? Only if Dak fully falls off a cliff. So don't kick him. But yeah, if he fell off a cliff, well, yeah, of course. Why not? Yeah, LV had 7 tackles, but I don't know. They weren't relevant. The reason I say they weren't, and I'm not hating on them, I just don't remember them. I don't remember seeing him tackle 7 people, 7 times. I just didn't see it. And it wasn't impactful, like sort of like what was his name? Keith Brooking. Remember Keith Brooking? Keith Brooking used to make tackles. I remember Brian, forget his name, but another linebacker used to play for Parcells. I forget his name. But he said, if you notice Keith Brookings, he's always tackling people 6-7 yards off the ball, so on. We get a lot of that from LV. He tackles well in space, but I haven't seen him, blow someone up or be in the backfield. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I didn't see him have. That's what I said, Charles. I didn't see that. I'm not saying he didn't have it. I just didn't see it. Let's see. Jalen played well. Yeah, we keep talking about Jalen. Jalen did play well. The Brookings was a pile jumper. Yeah, was good with Bryce. Why y'all so concerned with Bryce Butler? Like he's the savior. Like he is not Captain Save-A-Ho. He's not gonna come in here and put us on any other wavelength. He's just another name to add to the pile of names, and that's what we have—a pile of names. None of them, I don't think, are ever going to emerge as a number one, except for maybe Gallup, and that's because I don't know what he is right now because he's so young. So I can't say that he can't be a number one because I haven't seen enough of him to determine that. But everyone else has already shown like they're not rookies. They are who we think they are, which are names. No problem though. But that's what they are. Yeah, they keep putting the cape on Bryce, like the Kassab cape. He's not that guy. Good to see Dallas getting home on their blitzes. It's not hard to get home when nobody blocks you, man. I think we should be up on this defense. The defense is good. The scheme and the coaching staff on defense is great. So we should be up and feel high on those guys. I don't want to say don't feel high on them, but don't get fooled into thinking that we were like world beaters against the Giants because the Giants didn't block us at all. They didn't block us. Yeah, Dez was definitely a different type of athlete than Bryce. Dez is a jump guy, a physical guy, get the ball in his hands and let him wreak havoc. Bryce is a guy that wants to, finesse you and then get up the field on you. Nothing wrong with that. Yep. Yep. LV's playing because he needs the experience. I don't know what to think about Xavier Silafolo because I haven't watched his film yet. I will. Once we get Dayton Jones and Irving back, I mean, we'll be lit. We're already lit. So it's just not even funny what we'll look like when they're back. I just think we'll look great. I think he has the best chemistry with Thompson, Janiqua. He seemed comfortable when he targeted Thompson a lot last game. Um, yeah, he targets Thompson because Thompson knows how to get open, and I think Thompson will be his intermediate guy. It looks like Tavon's his deep guy, obviously, and then and Gallup as well. He likes to throw the Gallup deep, and then he loves Beasley underneath. I don't think he looks at Beasley deep that often. Yeah, that's what I said. Bryce is a number two and will always be a number two. I don't see him ever doing anything much more than that. If he does, I mean, more power to him. Yep. Think we're gonna cut Hearns? No. I don't see why you would. He's not like playing like crap or anything. He's just, he is who I thought he was. I didn't. What did you guys? I mean, honestly, what did you guys think the receiver corps was gonna do? Because the fact that we act so shocked is really what's shocking me. I thought that people thought like, okay, well, let's just see what happens, and now it's like, hey, we're not that good. We need to get better out there, right? I didn't think you guys thought that they were really going to light shit up, like crazy. Did you guys really think that these guys were going to, light up the league or lead the league in passing? I didn't think so. So the receiving core is, in my man Denny Green voice, they are who we thought they were. Like, real. What's up? What's up, man? What's up, game changer? How you, man? Yeah, Kayvon missed some tackles last night, but overall, I like Kayvon. I like that sack that he got. That made up for it. And tackling Saquon Barkley, if you're going to judge him for missing tackles, you got to judge the entire team. And then you got to judge them over 2 weeks because I watched Sean Lee get run over by Kendall Wright, I think. And I watched Heath get run over and Sean Lee get run over by Cam Newton, too. So if we're gonna start judging people for missing tackles, judge the whole team. Otherwise, just say like, "Hey, Saquon's hard to bring down if you're the first guy." I think that's really more so what it is. Our wide receivers like lottery tickets. We might find a winner among them. Maybe not. Yep, might find a winner out there. Maybe not. They are like a lotto ticket in that way. Skip thinks who's never going to play again. Travis Fredericks, you guys are talking about? Yeah, Saquon is shifty, man. What up, Larry Allen 73, man? What's good with you? I ain't seen you in a while. Oh, you talking about do I think Dez is going to be on the team this year? Um, Ask yourself this, and you can answer it. Did Dez have an opportunity to be on the team this year? Yeah. 2. So if he wanted to be on the team, I think he would be on the team. It's unfortunate the way he ended his career here, but knowing the way this guy is, do I think Dez played his last game of football? Not by a long shot. You have guys coming back into the league who weren't good when they were in the league the first time, like Greg Little, those types of guys. You have guys like Josh Gordon who keep coming back to the league, even though they keep screwing up or getting signed. So if they can't find a room for Dez, who's not like it's not like he's being blackballed for protesting or any of that. So if they can't find room for a guy like Dez in this league, it says something about this league. The way the Cowboys did him, to me, I don't care if you're a Cowboys fan. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And the way the Cowboys did Dez Bryant, to me, was piss poor. Some of the worst front office business I've seen in a long time. This is a business, but it doesn't have to be cutthroat. And I think the way they went after him, it was like personal. It wasn't, hey, we're releasing you. That would have been common courtesy to release the guy in December after we lost and weren't in the playoffs, and just let him look for a job from December, January, and February, March, so on. They waited to the very last day of of free agency to get rid of the guy. That was shady. There's no other way to put that after everyone spent their money. Do you guys think that Jarvis Landry right now is better than Dez? I mean, be honest. Be honest. Tell me. Because I'll tell you why he's not. Go ahead. Let me see an answer. I don't see anybody answering that. Yeah, no one's answering. So I'll just tell you. See, no, he's not. There you go, Jeff. Yep. Landry just got a $75 million contract, though. So for those of you who say that Landry was worth $75 million, but Dez wasn't worth his money, making no sense. Sammy Watkins. Do you think Sammy Watkins right now is better than Dez Bryant right now? I don't think so. Do I think Allen Hurns? You guys are watching the Bears. Some of you guys are watching the Seattle game. I'm not watching them, but I can tell you that Allen Hurns is not putting up Dez-like numbers tonight. Even if he was, he's not better than Dez either. But they all got paid. So the money argument was asinine. It doesn't make much sense. So for Dez not to be in the league and guys like that still be getting top tier contracts because of what? I don't know. Jarvis Landry will literally catch 116 balls and have 1,000 yards. Dez caught 69 and had 800 yards. Jarvis Landry will catch 116 passes and have 1,000 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns. Dez will have 6 to 9 to 10 in no time. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I think Dez is a better talent than those guys. And there's no knock on the juice. I like Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry is a good player, but he is not better than Dez. It's not. Okay, at all. He's a guy that gets you first downs. Dez is a guy that gets you touchdowns. Okay? So if that's the case, then you tell me why Dez is on the streets. Because even if you say that he lost a step and you don't think Jarvis Landry is better than he – like if you took Jarvis Landry and you ran the same plays and say, look, we're just going to do shallow crosses with you, Dez. We're going to throw you the ball 5 yards off the ball, 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Just make something happen. I guarantee you, you throw the ball to Dez Bryant 20 times a game, like they did Jarvis Landry in Miami, like they do Antonio Brown, like they do Julio, 20 times a game. Julio ended seasons with 120, 140 targets, 202 targets at one point, and AB 200 targets last year. Dez has never even cracked 130. He's been at 132. That was his highest. He's never been above that. 130 targets. Like they get 70 to 100 more targets per year since he's came into the league. And they're only, both of them, Julio and AJ Green and also AB. They're only about 1,700 to 2,000 yards more than Dez, right? And that's with a guy that was declining for 3 years and had one injury season, which they didn't, except for AJ. And then that's also, they're also behind today, still today, while they're playing, and they'll probably still be behind. Once Julio will definitely still be behind him. If Dez doesn't play this entire year, it will take Julio 3 years to catch Dez in touchdowns. But they all started around the same time. So to me, that's just like, come on, man. You said, geez, get off of Dez's nuts, bruh. Dallas King, listen here, man. Get off of my nuts. Because I'm dead serious. Like, if you can't see if you're a Cowboys fan, you can't see the logic and why I say things I say about Dez, then you know who the hell are you? Like, what are you talking about? You tripping? Like, and I mean that. Like, not even getting argumentative. It's just like, yo, on some real shit. When you play ball, when you ball in this league, you should get credit for it. Like, that's just natural. I'm not supposed to be like, oh, we don't talk about him here. Like, that's how y'all act. Like, like he's Voldemort or some shit. The name we don't speak. Like, you can say his name, man. It's cool. It's cool. Let's see. Dez puts points on the board. But yeah, you're right. Dez was a dog, man. He was out there balling. Are you the man, badmouth Dak? To slap your cheap through store headset off. This is a Sony headset, bro. And if you slap me, I'll beat your ass. But anyway, yeah, I do talk bad about Dak when he plays bad. I talk good about it when he plays good, though. I'm sort of like, son, that's just how life goes. That's a good question. Gordon going to the Pats, to me, it shows that that Dez is really, has a negative stigma out there, I think, because they didn't even let Gordon hit the free agency market. They didn't let him get, cut, none of that. They said, look, before this dude is on the free market, we're going to give you this for him. And that says a lot. So I think that if Josh Gordon can come in and pick up that system, number one, let me say this about Josh Gordon. I smoke weed. So I'm not like hating on the guy. I don't hate on him or Randy Gregory for their issue. I hate on the fact that their habit stops them from being able to pursue a thing that I think they are naturals at, both Gregory and Gordon. I think that was unfortunate that it hampered their career. But the one place that I think he should go or should have gone is the Pats. It's not a young team. I just said this on Mark's page. Not a young team, and it's a team that really can kind of put a system around him, where he can flourish. But if he can pick up that offense, him and Tom Brady will destroy this league. I think it'll be worse than Randy Moss, because Randy Moss is just taking the top off of teams. Josh Gordon can hit you from anywhere. And you throw it to him, on the slant, he'll kill you. He's big, he's strong, and he'll run right by you. Do I think Josh Gordon is better than Moss? No, I think he could do more. Meaning, I think Josh Gordon can definitely do things that Moss couldn't do, which is go across the middle and out physical the guy. It's just, that's going to be nasty to see if he does. How does that prove I'm wrong about Dez? That just proves that people don't like Dez. Like, if people were out there thinking like Dallas Kane about Dez, like, since you want to be on the spotlight, you want some attention, right? What is your before Dez left our team, and before Dak came to our team, or not even that, before 2017, what was your issue with Dez? Probably none. So you're saying that your guy can play good for 6 years, and he has one bad year, and he's a piece of shit. So by that analysis or by your standards, then I should be down on Dak too, right? Then it's okay to badmouth Dak because he had a bad year. He had a bad 10 games. He's averaging 160 yards a game. So we should talk shit about him, right? All right. I did see the super chat. Thank you, brother. That's a real prophet. Do I know who Young Buck is? Yeah. Yeah, I know who Young Buck is. The guy who was dating, supposedly dating a tranny, I think. But yeah, he's a rapper. What? Why did he ask? Real prophet. I do know who he is. Don't say I look like Young Buck either. Don't do that. Don't do that shit to me, man. Let me see. Is that what he's saying? Let me see. I don't see you respond down there. Dez sideline antics did himself in. Okay. Now I don't do the race card that often, right? I don't. I'm gonna play the race card right now though. I have friends that are white. Like white people say they have friends that are black. But anyway, I don't pull a race card. But I've seen Tom Brady. I've seen Phillip Rivers. I've seen Drew Brees curse people the fuck out on the sideline. And I mean, not in a nice, I'm trying to get you motivated way. I mean, like, yo, fucking block. That type of shit, right? If that isn't a sideline antic, then why is Dez? That's all. If he can do it and it's just passion, and if Dez does it, he's an asshole, how's that? Yeah, Young Buck definitely was with the trannies. He does need to stop tweeting, though. I thought that if I was his publicist, I would tackle Dez. It's like trying to stop Donald Trump from tweeting. Like, bro, put the fucking phone down, please. Yeah, Dez is definitely misunderstood. I think he is. And I don't know, man. I just say, he a grown ass man though, and we watch a game that's for grown ass men, and sometimes grown ass men scream at people. Everybody's not the same. Everybody's not gonna be even killed. You step on 10 guys' toes, you're gonna get 10 different responses, and some of them you ain't gonna like that much. That's just life. You got to live with that. And I've been on teams. I've had coaches. I've had friends. I got friends now who call me and talk shit. And I'm like, yo, who are you talking to? And we get into it, and then we gotta remember, like, I gotta remember, he has his own idiosyncrasies that make him who he is. That's what AKOYE means. That's what I always tell people. Everybody has their own way of being and their own experiences that make them who they are. So your job as a person is not to sort of vilify the differences. It's to respect the differences, because that's what makes us all fun anyway. If we all do the same shit and we all act in a uniform way, like, this is a boring ass place to be. I wouldn't even want to be alive if this was like, some black and white, movie type shit, no color and no oomph to it. Like, I can't survive in that. I don't want to do the rat race. I don't want to be in a world where nobody can be themselves. Like, I'm myself and I'm happy with that. I like my life. Why would I try to stop somebody else from being themselves? Thanks, Dante. I like that breakdown too, man. Last question. Do you think he is holding us back from being a better team? The way you ask yourself that question, Dante, no disrespect to you, but ask yourself this. You can say yes and no to most of the questions that you guys ask, but if we went out and said, hey, we're going to let Mike White play, do I think he's holding us back then? No. If we don't have a quarterback replacement, he's not holding us back. So and quarterbacks don't grow on trees. So we have what we have. I think Dak's holding himself back, which is holding us back. And I think he can get better if he chooses to. And if we put the right network behind him or around him and insulate him in a system where he's being challenged. I think not going and signing a guy like Fitzpatrick or Bridgewater or one of those veteran quarterbacks behind Dak is what Dak's problem is. Dak flourishes off a competition. If you guys followed his career, when he went to Mississippi State, he wasn't there to start. He was there to be a backup. When he got a chance to start, he balled out because he balls. In his second year, when he was the starter, didn't play half as good as he played his first year. Why? because he was taking hits number 1 and 2 because he already had that starting position when he came here to play. His rookie season was phenomenal because when Dak is playing for his job or playing for his life or playing with a chip on his shoulder, he plays different. Last night he played with a chip on his shoulder. Still didn't. I got the hiccups a little bit. Sorry. Still didn't light it up, but he played with a different swagger. That swagger yesterday, I wouldn't be bothering Dak if that's how he played because I would say, okay, he's just like a Tyrod Taylor type guy, but he's a little meaner. I'll be cool with that. Why? Because he's not gonna dice you up, but you're not gonna want to play him either because he just gets everybody going. He gets everybody, rallied up. So do I think he's holding us back? That's only if you have another alternative out there that can come in and win for us right now, guaranteed. And I don't see that. Like Drew Brees isn't on the market. Phillip Rivers isn't going anywhere. So it's not like his quarterbacks just sitting stashed away on somebody's bench that we should go after that are better. No. So he's not holding us back because there's nothing else we can do other than Dak right now. You need to get on his Cam Newton. Dak's not Cam Newton. Dak is Dak. Cam Newton is really like he's a different animal. He's like a tight end. He's a juggernaut. Do I think we can win a Super Bowl with Garrett as a head coach? Tony Dungy won a Super Bowl, didn't he? Or did he get close? I think Tony Dungy won a Super Bowl. Tony Dungy is a Jason Garrett type guy. So, yeah, I think we could. It could happen. I think it could have happened in 2014. But it didn't. How do I think LVE did? Everybody keep asking me, did LVE get an interception, a forced fumble? Did he crack somebody, knock their head off? Everybody talking about LVE like he's just out there smacking people. I can't wait to watch this film tomorrow at noon because if he wasn't out there doing that, I want to know what the hell are y'all judging? Because everybody keep talking about LVE like he was that boy. Like, what was he doing? And I'm not hating. I just don't remember him doing anything. And I was just watching the game before I started this. So I'm like, what? I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, he made some tackles. But what are we talking about? Like, did he get an interception? Did he, I didn't see anything. He said should not be coaching. I would love to coach someone's team when they let me, of course. Shit, y'all coming in fast with these. I can't read that fast, man. I went to Philadelphia public school, man. Stop it. And I'm dyslexic, I think. Somebody told me that. You know how the rappers be like, my teacher told me I wasn't going to be nothing. They never told you that, you liar. But they did tell me I was dyslexic. My mom pulled me out of school and sent me to Delaware. And after she sent me to Delaware for 2 years, just some background on me. For 2 years, I had an Italian teacher named Mr. Onesi. If you're alive still, I thank you. But had him for 2 years, 4th and 5th grade. And he sent me back by the time I came back to Philly in 6th grade, it was like, you're mentally advanced. And I'm like, how is that? How was I learning? I was LD when I left here. And now in the same school system, I'm smart. So I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that 2014 offense with this defense would be crazy. LVE is not a bust, though. I don't think he's a bust. I just don't think he's doing much right now. Yeah. You said Garrett is no Dungy. Yeah, Dungy was smart when it came to defense. True. Rico. We were just barely missing Rico. I think when we start connecting with Rico, we're going to see something. I mean, he's made a lot of progress. For Rico to be even on an active roster in the NFL is amazing. So I like Rico. I think he's starting to focus now. And if he does focus, the sky's the limit for what he can do for us. You said roll up. I won't roll up on camera because y'all probably get me. I'm on probation. Can't be doing shit like that. I don't smoke. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, no, I ain't on probation. I ain't on probation. But if I was, though, I wouldn't smoke on camera. If I wasn't or was, I wouldn't smoke on camera anyway. Maybe that's my thing. Yeah, my eyes ain't glassy tonight like it was yesterday. I was gone. Y'all, I don't fuck with y'all like that either, man. Like, that's crazy. Y'all let me do that. Y'all had me out here in my bag. I just know that y'all ain't got my back, man. Y'all ain't got my back. That is crazy. Y'all supposed to pull me off here. Somebody is supposed to call me. Lim, you was on here. You got my number. You ain't call me. Ain't nobody called me and say, yo, get off live because you tripping. And nobody said nothing. That's crazy. Let me read up and see what you guys talk about. He said, shit. I was like, shit, I can't read that fast. Like, that's crazy. All right, let's see. Our expectations are trash. Why do you guys want to draft a QB so high? QBs, even high draft picks, right? They still need to sit their ass down. I don't think they all come in and ball. We might have a few. Maybe somebody comes from a NFL ready college like Alabama or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really been looking at the college players yet this year. I'll kind of wait to the playoffs to see who's who, because I don't like watching college football. It's too many games to watch, too much shit to know. I like to zero in on certain teams, and that's NFL for me, man. I watch college, but my teams are like South Carolina, Clemson. I like Clemson. Michigan, I watch them. I'm a Roy Williams fan, so I watch Oklahoma all the time. I was a DeMarco Murray fan too, so I watched them a lot. But the USC, obviously, when Reggie Bush was there. But I haven't really been watching college like that. They keep playing Jarwin and Swain because Jarwin and Swain can block, and they actually know the calls, know the plays. You got a guy who don't know what leverage even means playing. Like that's hard to do. He knows what it means. He just doesn't know what it means in football terms. Like he definitely uses leverage in basketball. It's just like covering somebody who's only right-handed, right? That's leverage, shading. But I don't think Rico just knows all the terminology yet, so he can't be in there full time. It's just not realistic. Throwing passes with his feet set, made quick decisions. Yeah, I did. Dak threw better. That's what I saw too. He threw better in the first quarter because he actually set his feet. He actually can launch the ball when he sets his feet. But that shows you that what we were talking about before was correct, that he doesn't set his feet, which is why he doesn't throw accurately or with power. He runs. And if he stops doing that and just sits down and sort of puts his weight down into his throws, he's going to throw a lot better than he's been throwing. At least last night he showed me that he has the ability to get the ball out there, which is always good. Yeah, Dak is tough. Need to be more accurate. Let me get down here to the new comments. See what y'all talking about. He said Zeke looked like a hedgehog because of his hair or because of his size or his face. I don't know which part. I don't know what hedgehogs look like for real. Only hedgehog I know is Sonic. And he don't look like him. So I don't know what you mean yet. Anybody else notice Lee missing tackles? Yeah, Lee was missing tackles last night. So was everybody else. So no big deal there. Tavon Austin, I said this before. He's a key piece to this offense. Just like, believe it or not, Lucky Whitehead was. Why? Because of the lack of creativity on our offense. We rely on the respect of speed in order to keep defenses honest. So we use jet sweeps. We use him out wide just to keep you honest. So if he doesn't even, if Tavon doesn't put up 700 yards, 500 yards, whatever, it doesn't matter to me, because having him out there definitely adds a different element to the offense, because you have to watch him in motion. You have to pay attention to him. You have to. If you don't respect him on a jet sweep, and it's an option jet sweep, and you don't respect him, Dak's going to hike the ball and hand it to him, and he's going to do what he did against the Giants, which is run for 17 yards on you. And then you're going to respect it the rest of the night. He might not get another handoff, but it doesn't matter, because now you're going to respect it on that front end of the line, and Zeke's going to be able to cut back all day long because there won't be as many people flowing. Even if you have an 8-man box, it won't be a true 8-man, because we'll be able to split that 8-man in half. And what that means, like how that works is, if you have The 4 players here, 4 players here. These 4, they have to respect the fact that Tavon's running over there. So that allows whoever's pulling. So, let's say Connor Williams is pulling. That allows us to get an extra guy snuck out to the right before these line, and then cut off that defensive end. So have Tyron Smith cut that defensive end off. And now we have a mismatch to the right, and Zeke has an edge because, he has a head start. So that definitely freezes the defense so that Zeke can run the way he wants to run. He says DeMarco Murray better than Zeke. A healthy DeMarco Murray is nasty, but I don't know who's better. I wouldn't say better. I think we've just been fortunate to have 2 beasts of a running back out there in the last couple of years. So I don't want to disrespect DeMarco Murray because he did a lot. Putting up 1,800 yards ain't easy, and he won for this team. So I wouldn't say better or worse. I would just say Zeke is cut from that ilk where he's definitely worthy of being a Cowboy level caliber running back. Kendrick smoking rocks. What happened? Kendrick Jones. What you saying in there, Kenny? Oh yeah, I don't think he's better than Zeke. That's probably what he said. They're talking about him being better than Zeke. He said leaving meat on the bowl. Yeah, he is, man. I keep saying the Seahawks look like shit. Do y'all realize that the Chicago Bears actually have a formidable defense now? Like having Khalil Mack on that team. I think that would have been the difference between the Raiders season right now. Khalil Mack's on the Raiders. The Raiders have a different element to their defense, and he makes plays. So, I haven't watched the game, but I watched the Packers game with the Bears last week, and he almost single-handedly won that game for them. I fuck with Khalil Mack, and that shows you what good defense can do for you. So, I'm out here to see him flourish. I really like what he's doing. All right, I'm over an hour now. I said I was gonna stay on for an hour. Y'all about to get me cursed out by all kinds of folks because I've been going all day, and then I come home and I jump on here, and I don't have no kind of real intimacy with my lady, and she's mad. So I'm definitely gonna wrap it up in a second. But before I do, rat with me. What y'all want to know? Snacks or Mac? Give me snacks. Nope, I'll take Mac. How do I feel about next week's matchups? I think we're going to roll over the Seahawks because offensively, they didn't really kill us last year. We killed ourselves. If we play them similar to the way we played them last year, minus the turnovers, we'll bust Seattle's ass. That's what I think. I think this is going to be a game where we all get fooled a little bit into thinking that we're a lot better than we are right now. I don't know how good we are, but we won't know until after we're out of this first quarter of the season. And the reason being is, we're going to play, I think, the Lions after that. The Lions don't look that good. Seattle doesn't look that good. So these are 2 games that we should win, and we should win big. So in these games, I think you'll see us put up, 20 plus, mid-20s, early 30 point type games. Because Seattle, even though I don't think you're going to run straight through their defense, I think the offense is going to our defense is going to give us enough opportunities to wear that defense down and actually score on them. And if we can get a couple of short fields due to turnovers, we definitely will score big on those guys. Might not have the greatest stat lines. Dak's not going to put up 300 yards. Now I'm a jinx. Because if I say that, y'all should want me to talk shit about Dak. Because if I say that, he probably will put up 300 yards. But Dak's not going to put up 300 yards. And I don't think we're going to kill them on that level. But I think we will put up 30 points. And then the Lions, I think Dak will have a field day with that team because they look kind of in disarray. So I don't know. Thanks, Janiqua. Peace out, man. Or not man, but you know what I mean. Peace out. I appreciate you. You always been supportive of the channel and so on. And you're always saying something to make me think. So I appreciate you. But I don't appreciate the fact that you was on here last night. You ain't pulled me off here. So, that's saying something too. All right. Can LVE become the next Sean Lee? LVE can become the next LVE. He is not Sean Lee. Sean Lee is Sean Lee. There isn't another one. Remember, this is AKOYE. AKOYE. He is the only one. He is the only accumulation of knowledge that led to whatever the hell Sean Lee is, which is a mutant. LVE will be something else, but not Sean Lee. LVE's style is nothing like Sean Lee's. He's a lot more finesse. Stop bringing Eggman and Dak into the same conversation, please. I do remember you saying some things, Janiqua, but I do remember also you was like, I'm out on that note, and you just left. I was like, damn, she left me. You left me out here. You left me out here by myself, man. What was I supposed to do? Oh, man. Sean Lee, a.k.a. Master Lee, when healthy. Yeah, Lee a beast, man. He is. Oh, and that's the other thing. I forgot about that. Who's that? Brandon Stewart. That's a great question, bro. Um, yeah, Chris Richard does know that offense. So that's even more of an edge. We might steamroll the Seattle Seahawks. We might steamroll. I mean, I don't say that often, especially when we have the offense that we have. But I think the next two games, and I think we're going to finish the first quarter of this season 3-1. I really do think so. And then after that, we'll find out who we are. So I hope we're not too high on ourselves, but we do need the swagger and the confidence that comes with winning to go into Jacksonville and beat them. Or if they're coming here, I don't know. I think they're coming here. We had to beat the Texans, the Saints, the Falcons. These are tough teams, okay? We have to play our division. It doesn't matter who you're playing. They're going to play us tough anyway. Everyone down across the board. I remember the games against the Redskins used to break my heart when I was younger. So it's like, our division plays us tough, and they're all built to play us. Like Pernell McPhee, believe it or not, is one of the best run-stopping outside linebackers in the game. So they have McPhee over there, and they have the other guy, the Terminator, white dude, number 91, forget his name. Kreger? No. Forget his name. It's one of you guys to say it in a second. But Carrington is his name. I think. But they all ball. So we got a tough sled against us this year. And I think the first quarter is going to be that litmus test to kind of give us the energy and the false hope or false confidence as a team to be able to, go out and play with enough intensity to beat those teams that are already on those winning skids. Kerrigan, there it is. Kerrigan. See, I knew one of y'all said. See, do I think that Dez's Twitter rants made teams not look at him? I think it made the Patriots probably not look at him because the Patriots are so tight-lipped with everything. I don't think you want a guy. It's like if I'm a criminal, I sold weed in high school. But if I was selling weed and I said, hey, you are a snitch, I don't want you around me. So, yeah, maybe a team that wants to be quiet about what they're doing probably doesn't want a guy who's running off at the mouth every 2 minutes and can't shut up about his old team. Like Dez does need to chill out. I do say that. He's not helping himself with that. But I don't think he's scared himself away from other teams that don't mind that. There are teams that don't mind talking shit. Like he can definitely play for Jacksonville. Jalen Ramsey never shuts up, and no one says anything to him. So I don't think they care. I don't think San Francisco cares because they have Richard Sherman over there, and he's mouth almighty. So it just depends on the team. I don't think that Richard Sherman could play for the Patriots either. Yeah, I think Dez probably eliminated himself from the Patriots. But I really do think the home for Dez, the best home for him, is with Jimmy Garoppolo. He's the one guy that needs he's one quarterback that's young who needs a receiver. There's a number one receiver, a bona fide one. And he's a guy that can definitely get Dez the ball where Dez can actually, revive his career and make some noise. Those older quarterbacks, they're already kind of solidified. They have teams built around them. Ben Roethlisberger has a team built around him. He could also play for the Chiefs too, but they just signed Watkins. But I know Andy Reid knows who Dez is very well, and Mahomes can play with him. Mahomes will throw the ball to anybody. He don't give a shit where you are. He'll throw the ball. He'll throw the ball at you with 3 people on you. So will Deshaun Watson. You know, those guys are young guys that will throw Dez the ball. So there's a lot of options for Dez. I don't think Dez is out of a job because people are saying, "Fuck you, Dez." That's just what we like to say because you know that's what's happening here. Even if Dez decides to not play until next season, I don't think it would hurt him. I think he just heals up and he comes back next year, gets a full run in someone's camp, and will come in balling. What's that, Kendrick? Kendrick, you going in still, man? I'm about to mute you for a second. Cause you going on and on about what? I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah, Gronkowski talks a lot and is immature. But Gronkowski, it's a difference. And don't act like I'm being racist when I say this. It's a difference when a white guy's outspoken versus a black guy's outspoken. For real, it is. When you have a guy like Joe Theismann, not Joe Theismann, Broadway Joe, what's his name? Come on, man, I'm drunk right now. But we have a guy like him, Joe. What the hell is his name? Damn, how the hell did I forget Broadway Joe's name? Oh well. But we have guys who really talk a lot, like he did, or Terry Bradshaw talks. He says whatever he wants out of his mouth. Tom Brady talks shit. Those guys don't get looked at the way, and Gronk, they don't get looked at the way, the black players get looked at for talking trash and talking shit. They don't. Gronk is just as cantankerous and outgoing or eccentric as Ocho Cinco. But Ocho Cinco was a villain. Gronk's not. So I don't know. I don't think they look at Gronk as if he's a distraction because at least when it counts, he's focused enough to get his job done. And the stigma isn't there. There's no negative stigma when he runs his mouth. Joe Namath, there you go. That's crazy. Listen, I'm sad about that because I like to think I thought I was a football historian, but I've been forgetting a lot of shit lately. I don't know. Maybe something wrong with me. You said Dez wouldn't accept a pay cut. Why do you keep saying that? When did he get a pay cut offer? He never got that. So please stop it. Are you 17? Yeah, I mean that's the truth. I won't say that. He said mute him. All right, I'm gonna mute him because I'm about to get over here though. So that's why I didn't mute him yet. But yeah, right, the boy is tripping. Boom. Kendrick's gone for a little while. Yeah, OBJ is gonna lose it if he has one more game like last week on Snap. I'm not Law. My name's Darius, and I'm AKOYE. Law's my man though. I do fuck with him. If you're a good player, people give you a pass. So you think that Dez Bryant isn't good, Corey B? That is crazy. Y'all say a lot of weird shit out here, man. But go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Yep, his pay is definitely cut because he ain't playing for nobody. Yeah, he's good, but he's 30. I'll give you that. Yeah, he's 30. But I don't think that he shouldn't be playing because he talks shit. I just don't. I think him talking shit to any other defenses scare me. Oh, thank you for that too. Adrian, you back, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. Adrian Lindsay, thanks for the super chat, bro. Any other defenses that scared me? Yeah, Minnesota scares the shit out of me. The Jaguars are scary because they can just bring 4. The Jaguars are going to be our toughest team to beat this year, I think. It's going to be like beating ourselves, but a little more conservative. And they can be more conservative because they have some seasoned vets in their same positions. We have young guys. We're young and wild. They're they're kind of older and more reserved, but they still ball. And then they have their wild guys at corner. But yeah, the Jags definitely scared me. Minnesota. Um, right now, I would say even Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns have one of the better defenses I've watched this year on tape. For real. What they did to Drew Brees last week was amazing. They were fucking him up. Uh, the week before that, what they did to Ben Roethlisberger, also amazing. So to me, Cleveland needs to get out of their own way, but they actually have a good team over there. They're not bad. I don't think Dez has to be a number one receiver. He's a starting receiver. I mean, do you think Dez should be on the bench? He ain't a tight end. You keep saying Dez couldn't win 50-50 battles. Look, I'm going to show you a video. It's called Dez Bryant Not Guilty, right? Go watch it. It is every incomplete pass. And I'm talking to Junkyard Dog. It's every incomplete pass from last year. Watch it. Don't watch it with my voice in it because people hate to hear me talk shit about that. Watch it on mute. And when you watch it on mute, tell me that Dez was missing 50-50 balls or were the balls nowhere near him. You said, then you feel better about our schedule? Yeah, I feel better about our schedule. I think offensively, we have the power to help our defense against any team that can harm us. And the reason I say that is because, we can slow teams down. So even a defense that's tough, we're built for tough defenses. That's what we're built for. We're built to play the Eagles. We're built to play the Giants, who have one of the best run-stopping teams. I mean, they're run-stopping defenses in the league. So we're built for that. When we play a team that's finesse, like the Saints type defenses, they're more opportunistic defenses. An opportunistic defense will snap them in half. We should have snapped the Atlanta Falcons in half. They're one of those opportunistic defenses. They can stop the run somewhat now, but a team that's just not a punch you in the mouth type defense, they're not really suited to beat us. They're looking for turnovers. They're looking to fly around the ball. The Rams, I forgot about the Rams. The Rams defense is that thing looked like it's supposed to look. For real. I think the Eagles, I don't think they're overrated. I think they are what they are. Like they're not very good. They've never been great on the back end. They've been good on the front end, and the front end they kind of hide the deficiencies back there. Yes, Dak can win the Super Bowl. If Trent Dilfer can win the Super Bowl, Dak can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He can. Is he like, would I say he's like, hey, first in line to do it? No. But would anybody say that Trent Dilfer would have won one? No. So couldn't he win one yet? Dak just needs to buy himself more time so he can develop. That's what he needs. He needs more time at starting quarterback. He just needs to play well enough not to get benched, for real. Because if he can get through this year without getting benched or without a controversy, and he can get to the offseason again, I think he'll take it a little more seriously. Not that he wasn't, but it takes time for you to realize, like, this didn't work. Everything I thought I did that offseason didn't work, right? So let me tweak things a little bit. Let me talk to some people who've done this before. Let me find out who I should be consulting with, who I should be working with in the offseason, how they did it, and then try to kind of tailor my own regimen after that. And I think when Dak does that, you might see a little bit more improvement out of him. I wish I wish Andy Reid wasn't a head coach, because I would say make him our quarterback's coach. Dak would be okay. He would. I don't want to see Dak running. We have enough. I don't like running quarterbacks. And when I say I don't like running quarterbacks, Tyrod Taylor, he makes me fucking anxious. I don't even have anxiety issues until I watch him play. Why? He's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Like the throw he made to Antonio Callaway, great throw. He's a great quarterback when it comes to that. He can throw. He can make every throw. But I'm talking about the way they think. Running quarterbacks, when they get in trouble, they think run. I don't want a running quarterback. I want a mobile quarterback. Tony Romo was mobile. Aaron Rodgers is mobile. They can run if they want, but they think to move or slide more so than take off and run. I don't want a guy that wants to take off and run. I don't want it. Dak is not a running quarterback when it comes to that. He started to do that over the last 9 games, but he used to just roll out of the pocket, look downfield, and try to make something happen. Now he takes off and he runs a lot more. And I think that's because he doesn't have trust in his arm or the line. Yep. When you watch Kirk Cousins or Case Keenum, Kirk Cousins made a few throws last weekend. Both of them did. Made a few throws last weekend where if they had legs and they were mobile quarterbacks, they would have never made those throws. Why? Because they would have took off when the defender was barreling down on them. But they stood in there and they just made the throw because they knew I can't run from them, and I can't just sit here and hold this ball. So I can't pay attention to that. I got to throw this ball. So they keep their eyes downfield and they throw the ball while someone's barreling down on them. Dak has to start doing that sometimes. Why? Because some defenses will give you a certain look on purpose. They give you a look where a man will be open, but they're gambling on the fact that you won't do it. It's like playing chicken. You're not going to throw that ball. I'm going to hit you. So I'm going to leave this gap here. I'm going to blitz this man, and our job is to get to you before you're able to get that ball off, or make you look at us like a deer in the headlights so that you don't get that ball off in the first place. And when that works, they're going to keep doing it. So you have to show them, like, I will stand and deliver. I'm not running nowhere. I'm going to launch that ball out there. I'm going to get it out to the open man that you keep leaving open. And then you'll have teams play you like they play Brady. You want people to stop blitzing you, stop putting pressure on you? Start picking them apart when they blitz. They'll stop blitzing. They'll start playing back and trying to get there with 4. And when they start trying to get there with 4 against a guy who can move around like that, it ain't enough. Then you got something. But if you keep, if every time I blitz you, I fluster you, I'm going to keep doing it. Why would I stop? Yeah, Pat Mahomes is already a problem. Pat Mahomes is putting up Madden numbers. Vic was a great running QB, but it's like Roy Jones. You watch boxing? Who's that? Who said that? CS? If you watch boxing, Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather have fucked up the sport. Why? Not because they're bad. They were so good, just like Ali did for a while. They're so good that so many people grow up wanting to be like them that they try to fight their style. And then they don't look anywhere near it. They just look like, a undisciplined version of that, right? Because there's only one Roy Jones, there's only one Floyd Mayweather. So to try to do what they do is, you could take parts of their game, but don't want to be them. You know what I mean? Don't try to do everything they did. And I think that's what people are doing with Vic. Like, people look at what Vic did and they want to be Vic. Vic was Vic. That's it. Wasn't another Vic. But then coaches start saying, hey, you might be able to win with a guy that can do that. So now we got an influx of a bunch of guys who want to run. You want to run? Be a running back. Be a wide receiver. If you want to run, primarily. If you don't think throw first, I don't want you as a quarterback. You got to think throw first. Is Dak better than Cam? No. Stop it. This is still going on, Koye. I've been fooled. Yeah, man, I'll be saying I'm getting. That's what happened last night. I was drunk. And I was like, I'm getting off here, and I was still on there. I just keep talking. When you guys keep asking me questions, I'm gonna keep talking. But what do I think of Allen Hurns? I don't think anything of him. That's it. Yeah, because he's not doing anything. Bryce Butler. Why y'all keep talking? It's Bryce Butler, baby Jesus. Like, why do y'all keep talking about Bryce Butler? Like, he's coming back here to do something. What is he doing? There you go, Vaj. Oh, let me see if that was the real Vaj for those of you who's on there. Yo, Vaj. Yo. What up, Rody? How you? Yeah, all right. Well, I'm on live right now, right? And there's a dude in here in the chat that's named Vaj Lombardi. Was that you? Oh damn, yo people. His name is I'm on there now. Hold on, his name Boomer Soon. I'm gonna say what up to the folks though, Vax.
Yo, what up, live streaming? We hold down the South ski. What's that?
Yeah. That definitely wasn't him, y'all. Y'all was right because they kept on saying that's the fake Vach. I said no, Vach cool. That's my man. It's like he probably is on here. He's like, no, it's not him. I was like, oh, all right, well, maybe it's not him. Yeah, they said he had this. Yeah, they said he only had six subs or something like that. Yeah. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, bro. But I didn't mean to bother you all late, man. I mean, I know it's late as hell where you at too, but I mean, I was just seeing if that was you. So I was like, let me call him and see if that's really him. Because if you want to jump on, you can jump on. Oh yeah, that's a bet. That's a bet. I probably won't be. Just hit me up and shoot me the link and I'll jump on. But let me go because I'm about to wrap this one up too. But yeah, just shoot me a link. I'll jump on. I got you. Salute, man. Appreciate you. My bad, y'all. But yeah, that wasn't Vice. So they said it's Boomer Sooner. Boomer Sooner, you a nut for that. Like, who want to pretend to be another grown man? Like, what type of shit is that? That means your girl owe him some pussy. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm sorry for saying that. YouTube. Your girl owe him some nookie. She do. Because if you want to be another man, like you crazy. That is just crazy to me. Why are you doing that? Jarwin or Swain, they the same dude to me. Like Jarwin, if I want a deep route, uh, Swain, if I want a better blocker and a short intermediate guy. There go the fake vibes again. He probably like dudes. Oh man. Swain is better. Jarwin is how is Jarwin trash? Go watch my first breakdown of Dak. Dak missed Jarwin twice. Like, come on, man. If Jarwin catches, let me ask you this: if Jarwin catches the 65-yard today, he almost caught, and for a touchdown, and if he caught the other 30, 40 some odd yard today, he was open on. Would you call him trash then? No, he's trash now. All right. Seriously, y'all. Seriously, because y'all not gonna stop talking to me now. Let me see. Is this the real Vaj? That's the real Vaj. I think that's the real Vaj this time. Talking shit. That's good. Can you have a hug, Byron? Who you want to hug? You want to hug me? Okay. That was weird. You know? Pause. What do you think of Gathers? Couple opportunities too high for him. I think Gathers is I don't know. I think Gathers is good. I think Gathers is going to show us something. If he can develop some chemistry with Dak, he's too big of a target for Dak to miss, and he plays right into that box, that radius that Dak likes to throw into, the 15-yard radius from the ball. So yeah, I think Gathers is a great weapon for him. Yeah, real Vach. Never on at the same time, huh? Rico can't block though. Yeah, I mean, you can teach him how to block though. You got the size. You can teach him how to block. I mean, blocking, as Vacha tell you, it's not something that comes easy, but it's all about leverage. But if you said a guy 6'7", 290 pounds needs to learn how to block, and he doesn't have to block interior linemen, he just needs to learn how to block, defensive ends and linebackers. I think he can definitely get in the way, even if he can't block effectively. Can you get in the way and stop people from hitting my guy's shit? Shield this guy just so that Zeke can get where he needs to be. I think he's capable of falling down with style. I think he can do that. Jarwin can't block either. Probably not. Dak isn't consistent because Dak doesn't have. I think that more needs to be invested in Dak himself rather than weapons for Dak. I think we went the wrong route. We were looking at it like Dak was a veteran who needed weapons. Veterans usually need some weapons. Like when you have a guy like Donovan who can play already, he's already seasoned, but he doesn't have anything to work with, or Brady, who right now obviously needs weapons because he went out and got Gordon. When you have guys like that need, that really need a weapon, then yeah, then it says something when you say you go out and invest in a bunch of friendly players that fit your scheme. I think Dak needs an investment in him. He needs a quarterback coach, I think. Not hating on Kellen Moore, like I said before, but he needs a coach that's actually going to figure out Dak as a person or as a player and try to bring out the best from him. He needs a guy that can piss him off too. Like Dak with a Parcells would be great. Dak with an Andy Reid would be great. Why? Because he would have a guy who understands how to make him tick. Parcells is a guy that get up in your psyche and he figures out who you are. And, he'll either piss you off or talk to you in such a way that brings out who you are. And I think Dak has a killer. Yeah, the reason I don't say I hate Dak, because trust me, I don't have a problem telling anybody I don't like a player. If I really didn't like Dak as our quarterback, or didn't think we could win with Dak, I would just say that. I don't say that because what I do see in Dak is what I saw last night. Like, he has a mean streak in him. He does. He has heart. He's tough. He knows how to extend a drive. He's not afraid of the lights. He's not afraid of to be here. He's not just a happy to be here guy either, because you have some guys that are like that. I'm just happy to make the NFL. He's not that. Dak did start trusting his eyes. Adrian, thanks for the super chat too, bro. You keep going. I'm a $5 you to death, bro. You better stop. I'm gonna stay on here. You just paid me again. But I'm only joking with you. But yeah, I think that Dak definitely can develop, but I think we need to invest, and he needs to invest more so in him individually rather than in players and building around him. You don't need to build anything around him. You just need him to start seeing the guys that are already there. I was leaving, man. They keep talking to me. Ephraim, like I keep looking down trying to answer the last question, and then like 50 more come. They know what they're doing. I don't think losing against the Packers hurts confidence. No. Yeah, Garrett does clap a lot. Yeah, now the real vouch is on. Yeah, that's true. You're right, Chris. Chris, you're an enforcer, man. Like I need to talk to you. You know what the hell you talking about? Joe Rays. No, Atlanta though. It's a meme. What's it mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Botch know I can't see shit. Now that's the real Botch for sure, because he the first one who called that shit out. Like, yo, these my eyes. I don't know what this is. I look like I'm fucking blind or Asian. No offense to any Asians. I got friends. I'm gonna say every white guy when they say something that's racist towards blacks, I have friends that are black. So whenever I say something racist about that sound like it could be racist, like towards whites or any other ethnic group, I'm gonna just say I got friends in that group. So I said I look like I'm Asian. I got friends that are Asian. I do though, for real. I speak a little Chinese too. No bullshit. All right. Let's see. All right, let me see. I'm gonna just answer a couple more questions, and then I'm out of here. The Ricky Tan. What movie? What show was that? What cartoon was that? Ricky Tan had no eyes. He just sitting there, just like smiling, and you know what I mean. He ain't had shit there. Oh man. Getting the weed out. Oh no, those ain't the weed eyes. The weed eyes is like this. They don't move a lot. Ain't a lot of squinting. They just not moving. Oh, rush hour. Ni hao ma. Wohan hao ni na. Ni cha shama minzu wo cha kudure. What else you want me to say? Woha jango cha. You ain't believe me? You want me to count too? Say no. Yeah, we good, Efren. I told you I wasn't playing. You saw how the Cowboys in Philly works. Dez might head to Philly. Dez with Carson Wentz would be a problem. Philly would be a team that would welcome Dez with open arms because he always busts their ass, so they know what he hitting for. I don't think they would have a problem having him. No, 13-3 for who? Cowboys? Mm, too early to tell. We would have a lot of growing to do real fast in order for that to happen. Offensively, that is. Defensively, we would have to. I think defensively, honestly, we need to settle down a little bit. We're missing tackles because everybody's flying right at the ball, and I like that because we swarming on people. But a couple of those tackles you see, like if Kevon Frazier kind of just breaks down before he gets to Saquon, I think he brings him down easy. So I think if we settle down just a little bit, not a lot, just take a little bit off of it. Oh yeah, our defense is there already. But that's what's going to come when they actually. Right now, they're playing off of just quick twitch reaction and reflex. When they start playing more cerebral next year or later on this year, when they actually know what they're doing, they kind of know what they're seeing, and then are just running after what they see. Because right now we can get beat on play actions, things like that, because we're so fiery. We run after everything. So we see something, we on it. Like remember that movie Z Nation? Like the zombies were on that. Like they see something move, they out. We look like that. Like, we just out. We tenacious, and that's hard to deal with for any team. But the moment we're just smarter and we still have that athleticism to catch anyone if we need to. But the moment we play a little bit more composed, we're going to kill even more as far as defense is concerned. We have to win the East, yes. If Irving stays healthy, if Irving never plays another snap in this season, I think we still are good. I don't think we need Irving. I don't. But yeah, if Dez goes to Philly, I think he'll play good. Yeah, Conco's doing good with Gregory out because he knows there's not a lot of money that's going to go around. So one of y'all getting a check, one of y'all getting a ticket. So which one is going to be, we don't know. Or maybe they keep both of y'all. I don't know. But I haven't seen too many teams with 4 or 5 defensive ends. I haven't seen that. Yeah, they don't attack Dez too often here because they got to be able to stand behind actual facts and not emotion to attack Dez when I'm around. That's why you can't just say it. Robert, what's up, Rob? Robert Bass, man, welcome to the chat. I ain't gonna be on for long now. I've been on for a little while. I'm actually gonna finish my wine. That's what y'all got. Y'all got until I finish this, and I'm about to really start digging it. But once I finish my wine, I'm ghosting. Play you in Madden, Byron. I will bust your ass out here in Madden. Man, stop it, man. Don't curse at me. Don't curse at me. And that's cursing at me asking me to play me in Madden. Listen. I don't even play video games. Right? I'm in my son's room. I don't let them play video games during the school year because they screwed up. Well, it's my Xbox right here, man, or his Xbox. I'll hook this joint up and I will bust your ass, bro. I don't know what his gamer tag is, but I'm very good at Madden. I'm on Mark channel because I was live with Mark about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. I was busy today, Vach. You ain't invite me on nothing, man. We supposed to do a podcast on Pulp Fiction because me and Vach both love movies and shit. So we supposed to do a podcast on that and all that. But Vach is like, he a little bigger than me. He like my big little bro. You know what I mean? So he out here running around. He be forgetting about, the folks he left behind. I mean, I don't take it personally. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear you're a good guy, on the weekends or something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. What's that you saying? Kenny Lott, what's up, man? Day job. Yeah, I know you working, man. I know you working. From Nepal? I got people from Nepal calling me. Watching me, man. Kalapuhu. Puhulo. How you say it? Am I saying it right? Kalapuho or Kalapuh? You ain't like you can tell me. You can just say thumbs up. Yeah, Nepal is crazy. Y'all got some crazy drugs over there. I heard. Let's see. Oh, we always get together. We be on the Law Nation show together all the time. It's just we haven't done it in a few weeks since the season started, and we probably will start back up when Law come back on live consistently. We'll start back up. It's just all of us are pretty busy right now because the season just started and we all trying to get our kind of our bearings. But like I said, all these dudes, man, like Vach included, Law, it taught me a lot in this game. So for me, whenever they ask me to jump on, that's when I'll jump on with them. When they tell me they want me on there, I'm on there. Yeah, you say you're doing a long film session tomorrow. Again, I saw the one you did last week. That was dope too. I would like to think I would have thought of that if you didn't, but I didn't. But it was a good idea. But yeah, you're gonna be on there tomorrow, and I'll jump on there. I'll jump on there for sure. 6 o'clock Central time. 6 to 7 Central time. I'll be on the Eastern time zone, but I'll jump on. I'm from Fort Hood, Texas. Yep. I was born Fort Hood, but I was raised here in Philly. I've been in Philly since I was 4. Yeah, I gotta check out. Botch taught me a lot about the game. I sit there and watch Botch film when it comes to the X's and O's all the time. He teaching that on a regular. He got more football knowledge in his left hand than most people got all together. So I definitely fuck with Botch. And I like to think that I know a lot about football, but I won't argue with Botch when it comes to the X's and O's in the game because he knows his shit and he don't speak. One thing I like about people, like I respect people who don't bullshit. So I won't tell you something that I don't know. I'll just tell you I don't know, and then I'll go figure it out. And Vach is like that. Vach is one of the guys where he won't speak unless he knows what he's saying. And when he knows what he's saying, he ain't gonna let you talk no bullshit. He's gonna tell you, no, that ain't it. This is it. You know what I mean? And I respect that all day. So yeah, that's why I fuck with him. That's why I fuck with him. Like we debate all the time, but when it comes to that, to the X's and O's, like he know his shit and he don't say nothing unless he know exactly what he talking about. I haven't caught him in no shit where I'm like, oh, you bullshitting right now for this camera. He hasn't done that once, and I always respect that. All right, well, ain't no football questions really going. Everybody's kind of passing stuff around, but I'll let y'all finish up a little bit before I jump off so y'all can, finish saying whatever y'all saying to each other. You say you low key want to play me in Madden. Next time I'm on, I'm gonna get my son's gamer tag because like I said, I don't play video games anymore. But when I was in San Jose a couple weeks ago, and they got these stores. Anybody on the West Coast knows you guys have these. I think it's called Play Nation stores where you could just go and play any video game you want. But they got these stores you can go to. You can just play whatever. And they had a store I went to, and I sat down at a TV, and I was playing Madden online. I was busting ass, man. Like I'm just from knowing football, it's like it doesn't change. So I played Parcells football, which is run the ball. So because it's only 5 minutes or the clock, I'll run the ball till there ain't no time left, and I'll beat you 6-0. Not even have to play much D, because if you go for it on 4th down or you do anything goofy, I'm gonna bust your ass. Great combo, Corey. Catch you next time. All right, Corey. Peace, man. Okay. Your thoughts on resigning Bryce. If somebody else asks me on my thoughts on resigning Bryce, look, this is my thoughts on resigning Bryce. Next question. All right, Nan. No word on Landry Jones yet. I'll Google that when I get off. I haven't been on anything other than this yet, so I haven't looked. Romo's not a Hall of Famer, I don't think. He hasn't gotten a chance to do enough. Yeah, I'm not talking about Will. I just said that about Bryce so many times. I don't really like. I don't really think he does much for us. All right, thanks, Harry. Peace. Hey guys, it's been a pleasure having you guys on here. Again, I'm not the live stream dude, but I appreciate you jumping in, talking to us. But Robert, I see you too. But I'm out of here. And Harry, that's what you should have did last night, man. Before I went and made myself, crazy. But I'll talk to y'all, man. I am tired, and again, I'm about an hour overdue. I said an hour ago I was getting off here, and I did. But I'm out of here, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.